It would seem to be our natural inclination to believe that if somebody hates us, or somebody wants to hurt us, that, well, this would be worldly common sense advice at least, that we've maybe in some way, without knowing it, done them wrong. Maybe we've done something wrong, or they must have some psychological motivation or problem from childhood which is causing this. But actually, the Bible doesn't agree. In the story of Cain and Abel, the Bible states that Cain hated his brother Abel because Abel's works were good and his were evil. In other words, let's just think about that for a moment. It would make sense, or it would seem to be logical or fair, if Cain hated Abel because Abel was bad and Cain was good, and he was in some way feeling as though Adam, his father, or other people were not respecting balance, were not respecting his own talents. But it doesn't say that. It says the opposite of that. It seems to make no sense at all. It says Cain hated Abel because Abel's works were good. He hated Abel because Abel was good. Because he was good, he hated him. In other words, Abel hadn't done anything wrong. In fact, Abel deserved praise. But because he had done no wrong, then he received wrong. And this is how the world works. In the New Testament, we have Christ saying not to wonder why the world hates us. In fact, the world cannot hate us, but it has hated him. It has hated Christ since the beginning. It's often difficult to get our head around why someone might hate us when we've done them no wrong. And they seem like otherwise prosperous individuals having no reason to hate us. We've lived as peaceably as possible. We've done nothing to offend them, and yet they just simply hate us. Well, you shouldn't be surprised at this, because this is the nature of human existence, that evil hates the good, not for any just or reasonable reason, but evil itself is unreasonable. Evil, in this sense, is not the opposite to good. Evil is not something which is, in a balanced way, counter-opposed, or in a balanced way, offering an alternative point of view. Evil is completely chaotic, completely random, completely mad, insane, irrational, irresponsible, and it just doesn't make sense. So you will drive yourself mad trying to think why such and such a person or group of people or institution or organization is not taking your side when you've done everything to the best of your abilities. Indeed, this may sound insane, but as the Bible points out, the world is insane. It is precisely because you have done well, it is precisely because you've been working hard and doing something good that people will now hate you. The reward that you seek is not to come from the outside, from external adornments, from worldly praise. The reward that you get for doing the good is the good itself, and this is something you keep. This is the treasure that you keep, and no one else can touch. They'll try and trick you to take it away from you, to make you defile yourself by saying something you regret, or trying to make you do something stupid to prove to everybody else that they were right about you and you weren't good after all. But don't fall for it. Don't fall for the temptation. Keep your good, keep your heart pure, and don't be surprised why the world hates you, because it hated Christ from the beginning.